Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. First, let me introduce myself. My name is Yuzan Aditya Putra Darmawan. Let me start with a simple question. After learning English for years, why do many students still feel nervous when they have to speak? They know the grammar, they know the vocabulary, yet when they are asked to speak, they pause, hesitate, or even stay silent. This common classroom reality is what motivated our group to conduct this research. Today, we would like to present our research proposal titled Improving Speaking Fluency of Senior High School Students Through Roleplay Technique. And here are our group members. Let's next move to the next part, Introduction Research Problem. Speaking is one of the most important skills in learning English, yet it is also one of the most challenging. Based on previous studies and classroom observation, many grade 11 students still struggle with speaking fluency even after years of English instruction. These difficulties come from two main sources. The first one is linguistic barriers such as limited vocabulary, weak grammar control, and unclear pronunciation. Second is psychological barriers such as low self-confidence, anxiety, fear of making mistakes, and difficulty expressing ideas. Several studies such as Kansi et al. And Octavianti et al. Confirm that students often become passive learners because they are afraid of speaking incorrectly. Moreover, traditional teaching methods tend to focus more on grammar exercise and written tasks, which provide very limited opportunities for real spoken interaction. As a result, student speaking performance is marked by hesitation, low confidence, and limited vocabulary use. Their fluency remains low, highlighting the need for more interactive and communicative teaching approach. Considering this problem, it is necessary to find a teaching technique that not only improves linguistic ability, but also builds confidence and encourage active participation. This leads us to the role-play technique. Next, let's move to the next part, research purpose. The main goal of this study is to examine how role-play improves senior high school students speaking fluency. Through communicative and interactive activities, role-play helps students speak more confidently and naturally by providing meaningful, real-life speaking practice that reduces anxiety. More specifically, this study aims to first explore how interactive role-play activities help students speak more naturally and confidently. Second is examine whether role-play can reduce speaking anxiety. The third one is assess student fluency before and after the implementation, focusing on speech rate, smoothness, and pause. And the fourth one is investigate student perception of role-play as a communicative learning technique. Ultimately, this study seeks to contribute to the improvement of English language teaching by providing clear evidence that role-play can be effectively integrated into classroom instruction to foster oral fluency and strengthen student communicative competence. Next, to guide this study and ensure clear focus, we formulated the following research question. The study seeks to answer three main questions. The first one is to what extent can the role-play technique improve senior high school students speaking fluency? The second one is how does role-play influence student confidence and anxiety when speaking English? The third one is what are student perception of role-play as a communicative learning technique? This question help connect the classroom problem with the research objective and methodology. After explaining the background and goals of the study, I will now move to the methodology, which explains how the research will be conducted. This study applies a mixed method research design to examine how role-play within communicative language teaching, or CLT, can improve speaking fluency among grade 11 students. Richard and Rogers in 2014 stressed that CLT promotes language learning through meaningful interaction, while Swain in 2005 emphasized interaction role in developing fluency. To obtain comprehensive data, this research combines both quantitative and qualitative methods. This approach addresses linguistic and psychological barriers, as noted by Kans et al. In 2022 and Octavianti et al. In 2021, aiming to show how roleplay helps students speak more confidently and fluently. Now, let's move to the next part. The population of the study includes grade 11 senior high school students in Indonesia who are learning English as a foreign language. Purposive sampling is used to select students who commonly experience difficulties in speaking English, both linguistically and psychologically. The sample consists of approximately 30 to 40 students from one or two classes. This number is considered manageable for conducting both quantitative assessment and qualitative data collection. With this sample size, the study can effectively analyze improvement in speaking fluency as well as student confidence and perception towards role-play activities. Next, let's move to the data collection method. To collect the data, the study used several data collection methods, including classroom observation, pre-test, post-test, and questionnaire. These methods allow the researcher to gain a comprehensive understanding of student speaking development. The quantitative data come from student speaking test scores, which are analyzed to measure improvement in speaking fluency after the role-play activities. A speaking scoring guide is used to help teachers assess student performance consistently. Meanwhile, the qualitative data are gathered from classroom observation and questionnaire to examine change in student confidence and participation in speaking activities. By combining this method, the study provides a balanced understanding of both fluency development and student learning experience. Next, let's move to the data analysis method. The data analysis method in this study is conducted progressively throughout the research process. Data from all instruments are analyzed step by step to ensure depth, accuracy, and valid interpretation. Question and response are transcribed, coded, and categorized to identify patterns related to student speaking fluency. These findings are then interpreted to answer the research question. In addition, data from interview, classroom observation, and document analysis are triangulated and interpreted descriptively to strengthen the reliability of the result as noted by Lestari and Sridatun in 2020. All findings are then interpreted to answer the research question clearly and systematically. To ensure academic credibility, this study is supported by relevant and recent literature. The reference includes studies on speaking fluency, role-play technique, communicative language teaching, and psychological factors in language learning. The search provides a strong theoretical and empirical foundation for the research. In conclusion, this research proposal highlights that speaking fluency is not only about knowing English, but about having the confidence and opportunity to use it. Roleplay offers a meaningful solution by creating interactive, realistic, and low-anxiety speaking environment. Throughout this study, we hope to contribute practical insight for English teachers and encourage more communicative approach in the classroom. I think that's all from me. Thank you very much for your attention. Thank you.